Welcome to Prep Rally Media Day, sponsored by Equity Bank. I'm Graham Thomas with the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, and I am joined by Lincoln head coach Reed Mendoza. Reed, thank you so much for coming here today, bringing your football players with you. It's good to have you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
All right. Lincoln Wolves are coming off of their third straight season where they advanced to the Class 4A playoffs. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Well, 2 years in 3A and then last year in 4A.
Okay. That's a first time in school history is what we heard. So unique accomplishment for these kids, and no doubt you guys are entering the 2023 season with high expectations.
Yeah, we just look to take the next step forward, continue to build on what we have going, and we have a very old team that's experienced in a lot of different areas, and we think that we can play off of that and hopefully use that to get to where we want in the season.
Tell me about some of your kids on offense, Coach.
Offensively, we return 8 starters. Starting up front, we bring back 3 that started every game last year, and then we bring back another kid that has a lot of varsity experience and starts. That's a group that is extremely smart. They communicate well. They are a little bit undersized, but we feel like we make up for it with, how together we are and how assignment-minded they are. And then whenever we move to the receiver position, again, we'll bring back, I guess, every receiver. So that's big, and throwing for as many yards as we do. It's been very seamless, We haven't had to go back and reteach a lot of things. We just take steps forward and continue to grow as a group. And then in the backfield, Drew Moore and Kel Jones return for us as well back there at quarterback and running back. Drew's a kid that's like having another coach on the field, as are a few of our offensive linemen. But he threw for a lot of yards last year. Make sure we're lined up. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Makes it easy for us to go fast whenever Drew's out there. And then, Kale is a kid that can do a lot of different things. You'll see him at some Wildcat. You'll see him carry the ball. We'll split him out. And those 2 back there, along with Jace Burks, 1,000-yard receiver, and Keller Price coming off over 700 yards. Will lead the way for us, and we look to have a great year offensively. How
about defense? So I know it's probably a lot of the same kids. Going to have to do a little bit of double duty for you.
Yeah, with 28 kids on the roster, we've got a lot of guys that are going to go both ways, and we're going to have to make sure we're in great shape. But up front, anchored by Caleb Roy and Bryce Bradley, 2 seniors, guys with 15, 20 games of experience up there. We'll factor in, Caden Jobe, Caden Brown. Ryan Province has been primarily an offensive player as a sophomore and a junior, but he's very talented on defense, and he'll play a lot more defense this year. Whenever we get to the second level there, we will be anchored by Jones and Price, and then Demetrius Self at inside linebacker as well. We can utilize those guys in a lot of different ways. They're quick. They're good in pass coverage, and they're good sideline to sideline. The back end, Jace Burks comes back at corner, and he'll play some safety as well. Again, another 3-year starter, a kid that's been solid for us there, and we expect to be solid again. Makes plays, especially in the passing game. Caden Brewer will play our other safety position. He's a kid that does well in coverage, but definitely isn't afraid to come down and mix it up in the run game as well. If we have to roll a safety down into the box, we can roll Caden down, or we can roll another senior, Trace Wallace, who will be a 2-year starter, and he's the guy in the back end that makes sure things are right. And really, Trace understands the entire defense, and he helps us get lined up, make sure the blitz and the front and the coverage are all in alignment. So we're blessed to have 2 physical safeties, and I don't know, we feel good about it. Got a lot of experience on both sides of the football.
Sounds like an exciting season to come for the Lincoln Wolves. This has been Reed Mendoza, and I'm Graham Thomas, and this is Prep Rally.